Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Jim Reads Too Slow. I'm Jim, and I haven't made a video in a week or so, so I figured I'd jump on just real quick and kind of talk a little bit about what I'm reading, what I've finished with, um, and so this is what I'm reading now, and what I've got planned for the rest of the month, I guess. My family book club will start there. The person whose turn it was to select our book for July, my baby sister. She selected, you can see this, where, where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. Uh, so since we're on to a new book, that means that we completed the book that we were reading, Slan by A.E. Van Vogt, our June reading. This is Van Vogt's 1940 science fiction novel, classic novel. It originally appeared in 4 parts in Astounding Science Fiction magazine in 1940, and then subsequently was published as a novel in novel form. A couple of different editions, versions, whatever. Over the years, Van Vogt kind of liked to tinker with his work, and this is no exception. Not as much as some others, but anyway. Slan is the story of a race of supermen that lives among humans, and humans hate and fear the Slan, actively hunt and kill them, since humanity apparently defeated the Slan in a war years ago. So our hero, Jommy Cross, is when the book starts is a child. He has lost his father, and early on he loses his mother, and then he spends a good part of the rest of his life, what we see of the rest of his life, trying to escape human pursuers who want him dead because he's a Slan, and also there's another Slan faction that's after him. And they want him and all other Slan like him. See, Jommy is what's called a true Slan. In addition to all his other superpowers, he has the ability to read minds. And this other Slan faction can't do that. So they're after him. They want him dead so that they can pursue their plans to conquer Earth and humankind, something they've kind of already done, but without interference from Jommy. And also, as he's hiding out and escaping his pursuers, then Jommy grows older, and his superpowers, his super brains, kind of start to mature and kick in, and he is able to continue his late father's work, which is to perfect atomic power. Now, this is the 1940 concept of atomic power. There are no downsides. It's just super powered stuff. Whatever whatever you can use the atomic power to power. He has an atomic powered spaceship that he has stolen and then improved, stolen from the other Slan group. He has this indestructible car. He has atomic weapons, he has an atomic powered pistol that he uses. It's just super powerful. All kinds of stuff like this. These things make him a serious threat to everyone who is pursuing him, and so he's got to lay pretty low for several years. And his mission, he takes on a personal mission to find the other Slan who are like him, the real Slan, to get them to reconcile with this second group of Slan, and then stop this group's attack on the human race and their conquest plans. Will he be successful? Other questions: were the Slan created, or were they just a natural mutation, another step in the evolution of humanity? Where did these Slan who can't read minds, where did they come from? And where are all the real Slan? So far as we've seen, Jami is the only one. And will Jami find love? You get the answers to all of these questions. All of the answers come in maybe the last 6 pages of the book. This 100 and it's kind of a thin 190 page book. You get the idea, or I got the idea that Van Vogt got to a certain point and thought, well, time to wrap this up. Got other things to do. And then he has this character who, up until we reach this point in the book, we believe he is the arch villain of the story. But he lays everything out. He explains everything. And then it's over. But is the book worth reading? Definitely. I really did enjoy it. It's a throwback to the old pulp sci-fi days. It is a classic. It's very interesting, and and despite what I said about its shortcomings, I did really enjoy it and think it's a worthwhile read. So yeah, go ahead and read it. I recommend it. So now we're on to Where the Crawdads Sing. Let's see if I can't. You know what? You've seen the cover. I have seen Sean the Book Maniac's review of this book, along with a few other reviews. It's a love it or hate it kind of book. So I'm I'm really looking forward to digging into it, seeing whether I love it or hate it. So that's where, well, in other reading, I am still in The Shadow of the Autarch, book 4 in Gene Wolfe's Book of the New Sun series. That's a read along that I'm involved in. I am enjoying the story. I still don't quite know what to think about it, but I'll form some opinions after I finished it. We'll see if the concerns that I have or the issues that I have are resolved by the end of the book for me. I'm also about a third of the way through The Town. William Faulkner's the second book in his Snopes trilogy, the second installment in the Summer of Snopes read along. I'm really enjoying this reading as well. I went into it realizing that these 3 novels, especially The Town and The Mansion, are not Faulkner's best works. But at the same time, there are bits and pieces in these books that are as good as Faulkner gets. So I am enjoying it, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of this book and then The Mansion. So I'm also following along with the Jane Austen in July this year. Last year, I read all leading up to July, I had read all 6 of her major novels in a nod to Steve Donahue, who said in one of his starter kits that you really should read Pride and Prejudice, but you kind of have to read all of them. So I read all of them and really enjoyed them, especially Emma, which I thought was my favorite at the time. So by the time July rolled around and Austen in July 2021, about all I could manage was What Matters in Jane Austen, the John Mullan's John Mullan's book, which you can't. I got to figure this light out. It's a pretty good companion to her work, so I would recommend that too. That was good. So this time around, I'm reading Persuasion. My wife and I are reading this together. And after that, I'll see if there is anything else Austen related that I can squeeze in before the end of the month. I remember really enjoying Persuasion last year. It's seemed to me to be a more mature story, I guess, for lack of a better way of putting it. So I'm really looking forward to this reread, which I've just barely gotten started. So that's it. I am juggling 4 books this month, which doesn't happen very often. I hope I am successful. Hope your reading is going well also. And I hope the summer's not getting you down too much. It's been just super warm here. But anyway, until next time, have a good one, BookTube.